Hi, folks. This is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report, and if I ever got a good story for you, it's a feel-good story. Now, I have told you that these radio spots that I do are rebroadcast by my buddy Dave Swanson on Up North NY, and they're rebroadcast 2 weeks after they play on the Stevens radio group. And this was all done by permission from the heads of Stevens. But there were some people in West Virginia that were listening to these radio spots about up here in our area. That's all I talk about basically on these spots. And they listened to it every day and they thought, geez, we want to come up to where Don is talking about this great fishing land. And so they contacted me and they said, we're coming up this week. If you can just tell us where to go. Well, there's quite a story to this. Now, these are people from a really what we consider a totally different culture, which is the rural South. And I hadn't met these people before. I came to meet them. We talked. I told them different places to go. And they were up here to catch their fish of a lifetime, dream, which was a muskie. And I've talked so much about how we have such wonderful muskie fishing in our tributaries. And a lot of people think maybe I'm just talking about this. Maybe it might not be as good as I say. Well, I think it's a lot better than I say. So up they came. They spent 3 days fishing. They were alone. They'd never been here before. And they would call me and say, Don, we didn't have a strike today. And I'm thinking, and they were wonderful. And I'm thinking, okay, what can I do to help them? And I called my buddy Alex, and I said, Alex, could you take these guys out on the water? They've come up here for a dream vacation, and they haven't done well yet. So for the next 2 days, Alex took them out in the water in one of our tributaries. I don't want to put too much pressure on it, but let's just say the outcome of this story is almost mind-boggling. They call me at the end of the first day. My God, we caught 6 muskies today. And I'm like, oh, my God, that's a dream for anybody in the world to catch 1 muskie, let alone 6. And they said, we're going out again with Alex and his brother tomorrow. Well, the next day they go out, and oh, my goodness, if there were records to be told, this is a big one. At the end of the day, I get all of them calling me and saying, we caught 11, we got 11 in the boat today, and we hooked 6 more that got off. That's 17 muskies in 1 day. Now, some of you are going to never listen to me again because you'll think this is just a fabricated story. It's true. But here's what it represents more than the muskies, more than this wonderful fishing. These people, these 2 men that were, you know, they one was retired, one wasn't, but they got back to me and said, we've made new friends of a lifetime. And this is everything. This is what I've tried to say about what fishing has done in my life, is it's brought me together with people that have become friends for life. Now, granted, that friendship is based on, wow, did we ever have a successful dream come true? But it's also based on sharing an experience and learning as you're sharing this experience with people that you'd never met before, that you have a lot more in common than we ever dreamed. And at a time right now in our country's history when divisions are so strong, when you have something that can bring people together that think that they're different than us, or we think we're different than them, and we find out, no, we share so much in life, including being citizens of this incredible country. And this is what this represents, and I'll tell you, I can't wait till they return next year because they let me know we'll be back next year and we're going to bring friends. This is the story of what my dream has been, to share this North Country with people, to not only bring them together, but to let them see that we indeed do live in a very special area. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report.